Okay, so there we go. It is recording. Now, we're going to be sending loving vibes. I would like also, Madeline, do you want to unmute yourself? It's up to you. You've got obviously the 15 minutes, which is going to be starting very, very soon for June. So, June, I'm going to give you around about 4 minutes. And then after that, I will invite you and your spirit friends to share some thoughts. Are you happy for us to start now?
Yeah.
Bless you. Thank you. Okay, guys. So, we're going to be sending happy, happy thoughts to our first medium. And I'll speak again in about 4 minutes. So we send thoughts to those that work with our first medium. And we ask that when they feel ready to share their thoughts, their inspiration, that they do so in their own time. Thank you, my friends.
Thank you. We wish to speak of the power that each one of you has to uplift, to heal, and to strengthen others around you. There is real need in these times for you to remember this power that you have within you. It is the power of giving someone a smile, a helping hand, an arm, or just a smile and a few words with someone who perhaps has spoken to no one for many days. Power, you think? Well, that doesn't sound like power. But believe me, it is. It has a power that you cannot comprehend. For your smile, your offer to help another lifts their spirit, to enable them to uplift not just themselves, but those around them, and perhaps to uplift the surroundings in wherein they live. For without, you see, one person, how can you share the love that you have within you for fellow humankind? For love is the most important thing within your world and within our world. For without love, nothing, no thing can exist. For all would be drab and dreary. For love lights up the faces of all around you. Look into the eyes of a child. What do you see there? Trust, innocence, beauty. Yet that child, if it is not encouraged, will not experience these things. But as a mother or father, you look to this child and you tell them you love them. You show them you love them by taking care of them. And it is that care and that love that we wish to share with you this evening and ask of you all when you are going about your daily lives that you remember these few words and that you smile at a stranger, that you give words of encouragement to a child, that you continue to encourage those around you to integrate more within their society, that they may feel that community is caring, that they may feel important just for a moment, just to lift their self-worth, to enable them to lift their spirit, and in lifting their own spirit to allow others to be lifted, and that their voices may be heard. For there are those who talk very loudly and say no thing, yet there are those who speak quietly, softly, encouragingly, and say many things in few words. For love is felt. It is felt in your heart, it is felt in your mind, it is felt in the support that is given to you and others around you. We know that there is many, many places where love is or looks as if it is certainly missing. Yet that love is there. And you can be the difference in that love being shared on a much greater level. For the power that you have within you of thought, of the healing thoughts that are available for you to send to another, are the power that has been spoken of this evening. And that power is in your hands, in your hearts, in your minds, and in the words you speak. So if we may, we would ask you to look kindly on one another, to love those around you, to share that care, to share moments with another, not to think that you are above someone else, but perhaps that person is above you in the scheme of things, for that person has chosen to learn a very hard lesson. So we ask you, share those smiles, that love you have within you, the simple touch of a hand on a shoulder, a smile at a checkout when in a shop, a thank you or a good morning to someone may mean that they speak to someone on that day. So many are lonely, even in the largest cities in the world. So if you know of someone in this way, please help them if you can. And if you can't find it within you to help, send a thought to them. So we come back to the word we began with, the power that you have within yourselves. Use this power wisely and well. Use it to uplift others, to give others a meaning to live another day. And when you see the beautiful four-leggeds or the winged ones that fly, support them too. For we all need love. And it is with these words that we will leave you to ponder. Thank you for the kind attention you have given.
Thank you, my friends. So, as you allow your medium to come back in her own time, I personally give thanks for those words shared and the love that I felt within those words. Allow yourself to come back in your own time, nice and gentle. Okay. Now, as our first medium brings herself back, massive well done. And your time is here now to relax. And so we come to our second medium. She's now going into that space to make that beautiful connection. So we're going to give it around about 4 minutes or so. I'm going to start the timer now. As we do so, we will just be sending yet more of those very loving and positive thoughts. And then we would obviously invite in her time to our third medium, which is Lydia. Make sure you're unmuted, and in about 15 minutes, it'll be your turn. Thank you. So the time has come to place that invite into the consciousness of our next medium spirit friends and to invite them when they feel ready to share their thoughts or perspectives in their own time. Your time starts whenever you're ready. Thank you.
Here we are. We are with you always. We are around you because we care and because we love you. And it is an exquisite joy for us to be invited into this circle where we can feel the abundance of love flowing like a stream from each of you to each of you. It is a joy for us to be invited in your midst and to be allowed to speak words of encouragement, words of love to you. And the connection that brings us all together and that makes love possible, as we cannot love someone or something without being aware of it. And this also applies to ourselves. The love that we bring to ourselves, that is easier said than done, we think. As we said, to love something or someone, you need to know them, and you need to know yourself as well. Curiosity is what brings you to ask questions. Why did I ask this question? Or why did I act in this fashion? These are valuable questions that show that you care for yourself, that you care to know yourself. And with that comes the care for your neighbor, your family members, even those that are sometimes getting on your nerves, because that happens. And that is okay, because we are not saints. And we too on this side speak of experience as we spend time on your play. But we are those humans and we are those in spirit. And we can help each other understand who we are. Once we have understood that making ourselves unhappy is making our neighbors unhappy. And the same applies to our neighbors. When we think our neighbors make us unhappy and we think we need to judge them for it. Once you understand that we are all one, we are all a unity consciousness, then we understand that we doing no good to ourselves, resenting our neighbor. So slowly but surely, because time is not of the essence, it is not a question of time, there is no rush to grasp these fundamental principles. Be gentle with yourselves as you try to be gentle with your neighbor. Because remember, we are all one. With that said, we thank you for your kind attention to our words. And we bid you farewell for now.
Thank you to those that work with our medium, with the thought-provoking words that were shared. And so as we ask our medium just to gently allow her consciousness to make its way back in her own time, we then invite our next medium to go into that quiet space, to allow that connection to be made. And then I will guide you when I need to in a short while. as I extend my thanks for the connection, we ask those that work with our next medium, when they feel so inspired, to share their thoughts, their perspectives in your own time. Thank you.
Hello, my dear friends.
Hello.
We're so happy to be here, to be among people who understand the wisdom of love, the wisdom of grace, of humanity, of all being together as one, because we are one soul united to make the best of our life here on earth. Because we see all the vulnerability and the ongoing riots and things going on. And we wish you to go inside of your heart, know the wisdom that is there, the love as we know, as we feel, and as we speak the words of wisdom of love. Because there is no other way to help each other and being at service, because that will bring the biggest joy you will ever receive, just by being humble and loving and caring. We cannot make you aware, but feel inside the way you have to be, the way you want to be treated. So treat each other so well with every single mind and thoughtfulness, because we only can share this. If you're about to go in the other world, in our world of life, of spirit, you remember these words, so be kind and step over all the silliness and rubbishness which is brings you in your mind's head, and go beyond that and ask yourself, what shall love do in every aspect of your being? Because that's the only truth there is. And by doing so, you will receive so much joy and happiness, because we don't know what life is from another person. How we can step into their mind, doing the things they do, not knowing, just judging is not the way love should be. So be the love you want to see. There will be so much joy seeing this kind, loving eyes of a child or an animal, knowing that it is all frequency by doing an act of kindness. So let that worry mind behind you and just tell every day yourself, What would love do when I wake up? When you go to your work? When you treat your plants? And even if people don't acknowledge that, there will be a part, there will be a seed of love growing inside of their mind and body. Because in another moment, it will come inside and will grow and blossom like water goes through the river. And like the sun is shining every day, you will do the right act and the right perception, because that is all we have and it is all we should do. So bring the love forward. You will get the knowledge, you will get the wisdom, and you will feel it in every part of your bone that it is all we have and all we have to give. So thank you all. Take the words to your heart and let it blossom and bring it forward to every human being, every animal, and every plant. And so it is. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my friends. And so we ask for those that guide our medium to gently allow her to come back to full awareness in her own time. We thank them for the love, for the words, and the connection that has been made. And we invite our next medium just to start to prepare herself, if she hasn't already, to make that connection. And I will start the timer very soon. And so your blending time, my friend, to our next medium commences, and I will allow you to know when it's time for us to continue. Well done to Lydia. We now invite the spirit friends of our next medium to allow us to know when they're ready to share their wisdom. And we invite our fifth and final medium to unmute herself and to prepare herself for that connection. So, Tiffany, if you want to unmute yourself, please, that'd be wonderful. And you can decide when you go into that connection. But now we invite our fourth medium when you feel ready, my friend.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
We heard this evening beautiful words about love and that we are all one. That's true. But besides we are all one, now I'm connected with this woman in a special bond that we built many decades ago in a convent. I guided her many years without she was knowing it. But now, with help of a beautiful drawing, she knows who is guiding her also. That is another bond than being all we are one. Every one of us has special bonds with special people. Some bonds are stronger, someone less. With someone you have a strong bond, and the time has come to say goodbye again. It hurts in your ego. But you already know the bond will never stop. But still, we are sometimes sad. We are losing someone who we are connected very strong. But know that you have connection with many people. You are not some anyway this evening here. That means you have a bond with Trance, with the people who are here this evening. You want to learn more. You want to learn more about the people. You want to learn more about techniques. But so we are here together. We have a connection. Maybe we don't know exactly why and how strong it is, but there is a connection. We are not in a coincidence here. It is planned, although we don't want to know it always, that it is planned by who knows. But have trust when you have the feeling you have a connection with someone. And the other said, I don't care. Then you are feeling more than the person who with you want to connect. Accept it, but know that you have made a little connection with that person who is going to think later on, why won't she or he connect with me? There are always connections, someone from many, many decades ago. This woman has a friend where she has shared many, many lives. And we know, because we have the age not so very young, that we have to say goodbye once. And so you won't have to say goodbye once. But know that the connection you have with someone you are losing by life, the connection will always be standing. You'll never lose that connection. When you feel you have a connection like that, please continue to connect with that person. It is important for her or him and you, because by that connection, you learn about other things you never know before. You get more sensitive. You are going to think about what's happening now, what I'm feeling now. Have trust. You are always right when you are feeling something you can't explain to other people. You have to trust your own intuition. Maybe the connection you have with someone learns you to trust more in your intuition. Your intuition is the best guide you have in your life. Your intuition makes that you make decisions who are the best for your life. What other people say or think or do, you know the best what is your way in this life. Everyone has his own way to go. No one can follow your path. No one can understand maybe what you are choosing, like a weird connection with heaven, whatever you want to know it, to name it. But there is still one thing I want to tell about connection. Take care about all the connections you have with people. Although you may be disappointed in some way, remember there is a reason you are connected with that person. Maybe it's a lesson for you, or it is a lesson for him or her. But think about it and ask yourself why I am sad with he said that or that. It's a lesson for you also. Maybe the other holds you a mirror. So look in that mirror. Why I'm disappointed, why I'm feeling hurt, because the people of the person said something I didn't like. It helps you grow. We only can grow in pain, not in an easy way. Easy ways, they are to rest and to come and rest by yourself. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for that beautiful connection. Just rest and allow that connection to ease off very gently. As you allow that connection just to ease off, relax, breathe. We will move to our next medium in a short while. Well done. Okay. So to our final medium, I'm going to put that timer on. Your 4 minutes will be starting now. And the next time I speak, we will be inviting your spirit friends to share their thoughts. Well done. we come to our next medium. And as that connection is made and strengthened, we welcome and offer our invitation to hear whatever words, whatever philosophy or perspective they wish to share in your own time, my friends.
It is with great honor that we speak with you today, friends.
Thank you.
Love, be kindness, we say. But how? How does one be loved? How does one be kindness when their heart aches, when they've endured suffering, when there's war and famine on the earth? We want to remind you, friends, that you chose it. Your incarnation to the earth plane is a journey where one can gain knowledge, so one can evolve conscientiously. You chose it, friends. Everything is free will. You chose the pain. So you could experience, so you could grow. And you ask us, what was I thinking? I would not choose poverty or a life of addiction. I don't like to be abused. Well, you were not thinking, friend. For in the world of spirit, there is no ego. You chose love. You chose experiences that would help you learn, that would help you grow. And each experience is individual to the soul. Since our audience is primarily female, we will use childbirth as an analogy. Labor. It is horrific, extremely painful. Some women endured days of excruciating pain. And some women only ours. But at the end of the labor, we have life. That's why you're here. To learn and to grow. And for some of you, that growth will come through suffering. You will have moments of despair. But don't cling to those moments. Simply let them pass. For the universe responds to your vibration. It is a challenge to detach and focus on the positive. We are aware. But that is why you are here. For think of the earth plane as a school. You've come to learn how to detach. And whether you believe it or not, deep down inside, dear friends, each one of you are truly spiritual. We all come from one consciousness. And we invite you in those moments of sadness or those moments where it is not that easy to be kind, to go within. For we are right there with you. We walk with you. And sometimes it may not feel as so, but we are always there. And that is why, friends, we speak of love. We speak of kindness and compassion to our fellow souls. Because each and every soul is on their own journey of expansion. And that smile at the gas station, or a simple gesture of a pat on the back, could help the fellow soul more than you are aware, friend. This is not permanent. Although it feels like an eternity sometimes, it's very quick. So make the most of it. The painful times and the triumphant ones. But it is as my friend said before me. It is in pain that we grow. Not attach. Do not attach to the feelings of negativity. Just simply let them go. And you will see, friend, over time, when one learns to detach, the energy, the life, the experience on the earth's plane will become more favorable. We remind you, friend, that your journey is a choice, and you possess the strength deep down inside, for you've come here to learn, to grow, and the knowledge you will obtain will be invaluable. We thank you for allowing us to speak this afternoon. Good day, friends.
Good day, my friend. Thank you so much for allowing those words to be shared. And so we ask those that work with our medium to very gently allow that connection to ease, and for our medium to bring herself back in her own time. And we will continue once you're back. If we just stay quiet for a moment, maybe use the emojis on your screen to show any praise. Stick a heart up there, anything you like. Blow kisses. There you go. Thanks, Key. Yay, Natalia. All I can say is, wow, that was beautiful. I'm blown away. I've worked with all these ladies, some of them on several occasions. I've never seen them work so well. I knew that they would do a good job. And boy, have they almost taken my breath away. I don't almost know what to say, which for me, not knowing what to say is something of a strange situation. I'm never normally short of a few words. Just beautiful. So, ladies and gents, whoever wishes to share any thoughts with our mediums, feel free to unmute yourself just one at a time and just share what you thought. This is for the ladies that have worked, and so any words of encouragement or praise, I think, are very highly deserved. So over to you guys. If you want to unmute yourself and share your thoughts, please do. Don't all rush. Come on. There you go. Go on there, Deb.
I want to say thank you for the invite, and I thank you, all you ladies, for your courage and the great job you've done connecting with your guide and all the words of wisdom. A great, great job. I enjoyed being with all of you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Deb. Absolutely. I'm blown away. I knew it'd be good, but I'm just really, really pleased. Who else has got some thoughts? What did you
Well,
experience?
I have a thought. Thank you to all my friends who came to support me and see Bruce. I appreciate you that you're all here, and I love you very, very, very much. And I see you guys, but you don't have your cameras on. But I see
This
you.
is how you know that Tiffany was in trance. The guide wasn't like that. When it's Tiffany speaking, you know it. Okay, yeah. Thanks. Enos Tab just said, so amazing. Thanks all of you for words of wisdom, encouraging and loving feelings. It took everything I have to not cry as I'm at my volunteer job. Isn't that beautiful that people were feeling the love of spirit? And ladies, I've worked with you on numerous occasions. Obviously, you're part of my development group. And for every one of you, I wrote down notes that I'll share with you afterwards. But let me just say, I felt that love, that essence of spirit with every one of you. And it really filled my heart with joy. And Karina said, Tiffany's such a powerful message. Okay, what else have we got? Sandra said, fantastic job, everyone. Belinda Jane, beautiful. Thank you to all the ladies and the guides for those wonderful messages. Thank you, Belinda, for joining us. Chris said, thank you so much for inviting us and including us. Phenomenal job, everyone. Kaz said, what a wonderful demonstration these ladies have provided. Amazing, beautiful energy, wise words. I must be so proud. Yeah, damn right I am. Absolutely. Michelle said, love the profound message about detachment from suffering. Natalia, thank you, ladies, for demonstrating this connection and being the vessel of such positive messages. It came just at the right time for me. And last message before we just let people speak themselves. Tiffany, you and all the ladies did definitely 100% amazing. Yeah, so guys, unmute yourself if you want to. Stick your hand up, and there, Sandra, you've got your hand up. What do you want to say?
I just want like fabulous job. And I love how each and every one of you just went right into the power. Like it was so wonderful to see the blending, but just that you each trusted your team so much. Like it was undoubtedly a wonderful experience to watch the blending take place. And just, hearing and listening and trusting those words that your team was giving you, like, so well done. You should be so beyond proud of yourselves. So thank you.
No, thank you, Sandra. Really appreciate that. Christy, do you want to unmute yourself? What do you want to share?
Muted.
Yeah, still muted. She's working it out. While you're working it out, Christy, Key, hi, I don't want to say that wrong. Do you want to unmute yourself?
Am I unmuted?
Oh, yeah, you've done it,
Did
Christy.
I do
Yeah,
it?
you've unmuted.
I did it.
Woo!
So what I really found profound about this is your spirit teams were all working with each other too in coordinating this. So, I don't know how much time and effort was put into this event, but it's obvious that there was quite a bit. And I think it's really just an amazing example of how spirit really puts together and plans and brings people in. I mean, I just got an invite to this, I think yesterday randomly, and joined, and everything that was discussed about are things that I think about.
Yeah.
And it really there's a purpose and it was beautiful to show. So thank you.
Absolutely. Look, you're more than welcome. And thank you for your comment. Key, Kai, sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Do you want to share your thoughts with the ladies?
It's Kai. I came across it by chance as well.
Water out of you, it'll get lighter and lighter.
Okay, I just muted Tanya.
I came across this by chance. I'm so glad I did. Aside from the content of the messages, I just wanted to comment on the performance of the mediums and how strong the connections were, how solid those connections were. And I could feel the energy from here. It was very powerful. And they worked so
confidently and solidly. And I know what it's like when you get up on stage, on
Yeah,
platform, the nerves are there, and yet they did it brilliantly. So I wanted to say that, ignoring the spirit content, which was good, the ladies themselves were brilliant.
absolutely. And they've worked incredibly hard. You know, we meet every couple of weeks and they have 3 hours with me, embracing my weirdness, but they're embracing their own. And all of this hard work isn't me. This is them. This is their hard work. They've put the effort in and the time, and they've done all that I've asked of them. And so any praise is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I can't, I can't begin to say how proud I am. And I felt that connection. I totally agree with what you said there. Absolutely, I do. Does anyone
We
else?
really want to thank you also for being such a wonderful tutor with
Yeah.
all the respect and the trust and the humor you gave us so we can be able to do this and
Yeah.
perform with spirit to do this thing which we all love to do,
Mm.
to be the voice of the
Yeah.
spirit.
That's my job, though, isn't it?
So
That's why
thank
I'm here to do it. No, I accept your praise because I deserve it. Because I'm modest.
you. Yeah.
No, but joking aside, it is a team effort. Kai Key was absolutely right. This is, and sorry, it was Christy that said about the spirit teams working together. Absolutely. This is a consciousness that's beyond physical presence. It's there. They're connected together. Tiffany's team would work with June's team, who would work with everyone else's team, because this is what they're doing. The spirit world are a collective of a loving consciousness to a great degree. And what they're aiming to do is to get a message. They don't think I need to say this through Tiffany. They think I need to say this to the audience. And so whether they inspire Tiffany to say the words or they inspire June, different guides have a different ability to connect to the essence of their mediums. And it's just wonderful that I really felt there was such a cohesive message that went through all of the mediums and all of the guides. And it shows that there's a real intelligence there. It wasn't just be nice to your neighbor. There was a depth to it. There was a sense of my mind is being provoked to think and to, consider how I approach life. And I think it was a wonderful, wonderful experience. And look, yeah, thank you for your kind words, Lydia. I do appreciate it. And
Mhm.
you're right. I
Mhm.
do know a thing or two, but then again, that's why you pay me. But if I didn't know anything, I'd ask you why are you here. Okay. So joking aside, does anyone else want to share anything with the ladies? They well deserve it. No? Okay, ladies, what do you want to say? What are your thoughts? How did you feel about your connection? Let's start at the beginning with June. June, you went first. And thank you for putting your big girl pants on and deciding to go first. You did decide to open your big mouth and say, yes, I don't mind when I go. And you did. Natalia will come to you next. June, how did you feel about that, my love? You're muted, though. Don't make me try and lip read and translate because I could say anything. There you
Well, once you just go into that energy,
go.
everything else is, well, it just disappears, doesn't it? Because you
Yeah.
feel that love that you get from spirit.
Mhm.
And they
Mhm.
come really, really close to you. And then believe me, I asked them, please come very close.
Me too.
I was very grateful that they've never ever let me down, and they didn't.
No.
So thank you.
Yeah.
Excellent. No, that was a good point. They never ever will let you down.
Yeah.
So from June, let's go to Madeline. Madeline, how did you feel about that?
It was a powerful experience for me. And I go with Christy to say that I felt a coordination between the spirit teams.
Yeah.
definitely on the subjects that they wanted to talk about. And I find beyond fascinating how this can work, and it's so intricate, and it just fascinates me.
Yeah. So look, really, really well done. I mean, we'll have a little chat afterwards when we kind of take it back into our
Oh,
room.
and
Yeah.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but
No, that's okay.
I just want to thank all of you to attend, and for your more than kind, for your loving support. It really means a lot to me, and I think to all of us. So thank you.
Absolutely. No, I'll certainly mention that before we disappear. And
Mm.
Lydia, how did you find that?
Yes, it was really wonderful. I really felt a connection earlier, but as you said, we have to ask our guides just to wait, but they were already
Ready?
ready to come. And the feeling and the power of their words and their awareness and being here,
Yeah.
it really makes me, feeling so humble and thankful, because the love they show for us all is amazing.
Really
So
is. It really
yeah,
is. We'll talk about that more in a little while, but absolutely, completely agree with what you've said.
so I'm thankful. Thank you.
You are more than welcome. And let's go to Miriam. Miriam, how did you find that?
The 4 minutes were beautiful because I totally disappeared in an other space,
Yeah?
and then all disappeared. I was afraid of all the people who was looking, but yes, I forgot all. But I realized sometimes my English is not so enough, and I don't know enough words still. And I
Yeah.
got the feeling that I sometimes didn't have the right words, but
You did beautifully, Miriam. I wouldn't worry. I speak terrible Dutch. So it's good. It's all good. Anything else you want to share before we move to Tiffany?
now I admire all the listeners that they had the patience for more than an hour to listen and to wait
Yeah.
until we said our words,
Yeah.
at least the words of our guides.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I
Thank
will.
you very much.
Thank you, Miriam. Last but not least, Tiffany. How did you find that, Tiff?
Well, I knew I have a spirit team. Their name is Bruce, and I knew they would come. I never ever doubt my spirit guides. They always come. But I did it. So for me, this was more of a test of the medium than spirit, because I know, and I found it awesome. I love trance mediumship, and everyone, it's my passion, but everyone always wants, psychic or evidential mediumship. But me, I love trance. And I've been working so hard and so long, and I give up, and then I quit, and to be actually to stick it through and actually do the demo, I'm so proud of myself. And I just thank you all for coming out to support me, because I was so afraid, and it wasn't as bad as I thought. And in fact, I kind of want to do it again, because I figure I need another one to get better. But it was a great
Yeah.
experience, and just about myself more so, because I don't doubt the world of spirit. They have our backs, but it's me, it's my ego that gets in the way. So I'm happy I was able to just put my ego aside
Yeah.
and demo.
Absolutely. And look, so this has been kind of the culmination of not just this course, but other courses. And I've worked with these ladies in different ways, different groups for different periods of time. But it really does come down to having a good understanding of how do I do this? what steps do I take to put into place strong connection to my spirit team? What steps do I put into place to have that understanding, that belief in myself, that I can put myself out there in front of people I don't know, and that will words be spoken? Does my understanding and belief and faith in my spirit team and my own connection, does that allow me to move forward? And the ladies did that so beautifully. That presence was felt. They shared words that uplifted my very soul. That's a lot of hard work has come into making that happen. That's as good as I've seen any of them ever work. So they really did perform at a time when they wanted to. All right. And they were praying and hoping and begging and making bargains probably with their spirit team. I will not eat chocolate for a month if you make my guides, if you make my connection great. Let me say, I wouldn't make that sort of deal. It's not worth
I
it.
did make that deal. I'll cut out sugar and drink more water.
Tiff, don't make deals like that. I couldn't keep to it. But the wonderful thing about it is kind of what's trance all about. It's demonstrating that we can be receptive to the wonderful presence, the love, and the wisdom of the spirit world. But it's more than that. It's also about the connection to loved ones. It's about the growth of our own soul. And it's about being together. We're learning together. We succeed, we fail together. All right. And so never feel that you're alone on this journey, either with the other people that have the same doubts and fears as you, or do I have a guide? Does it matter if you don't know who they are? No, it doesn't. Because trance is really about a feeling. It's about a presence of something maybe greater than we are. All right. And so it doesn't matter if your guide's called Tom, Dick, or Harry. It matters that we feel that essence of spirit when we're doing this work. And so to those ladies, I cannot begin to explain my pride. We'll talk about it in a minute when we let everyone else go back to whatever they're doing for the rest of the day. But the inspiration and the pride and the immense love that I felt was really, really quite wonderful. But wasn't it wonderful that we had people taking time out of their day to support us? And so to the audience, I really do extend a massive appreciation to you. You could have done many things today, but you chose to support these ladies. And I know that they appreciate it and they've already told you so, but I really appreciate it. All right. You didn't have to, but you chose to. And this work is nerve-wracking, but also isn't it wonderful that there's someone else to listen to it and to show a sense of appreciation? And so thank you to every one of you. You've made a difference to these people. Some of them you didn't know, but now you know that we can make a massive difference in very little ways. And the guide spoke of something similar. And so really, I'm only echoing their words, aren't I? Anyone else want to share anything else before we kind of let you guys move on and we kind of have a little chat amongst ourselves? Now, with the permission of the mediums, we may share the recording, we may not, because it's ultimately down to the mediums. All right. So it may happen. Let's see. And I don't think there's anything else that I need to say. Anyone else need to say anything? Yeah. Yeah, Sandra. Yeah. Oh no, you're just waving. All right. I didn't know whether you're putting your hand up, waving, or doing the conga. So no, that's all good. So look, if any of you,
if we just take all the love
yeah,
which is given by spirit, we all take it along in our heart, then it is a good evening or a good
it really
afternoon or a
is.
good day. So,
And a couple of other things I was going to say. 3 of the ladies here don't even speak English as their first language. So massively well done. I do not speak Swiss German or Dutch. And so I think they did tremendously well. The last thing is, if any of you feel that you're weird enough to join a group like mine, there will be another trance course starting at some point between now and Christmas. I don't know when exactly, it depends. So yeah, if you know other people that are weird, maybe we're your tribe. But otherwise, thank you so much for joining. And I will maybe see you guys another time. Who knows? But ladies that work tonight, stay behind. Do not go anywhere. We'll be having a little bit of a debrief. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.